the point that we left off, which was you all finding out essentially that you're in actually quite a unusually exceptional position. Um, Insofar that um, your kingdom is actually fairly secure for the moment.
Good.
A Something that is quite unusual, or has been quite unusual during your oops, during uh, your adventure.
I'm off.
What?
As a result, you are in a position to actually make some gains in your fight against the shogunate, including securing an ally who has been by your side for a very long time, patiently waiting for their day in the sun. And that day is coming now.
Yes.
You have alerted um, your friend and mine, Batbayar, to the fact that you intend to make good on your promise and to achieve what had hitherto been merely thought of, to successfully secure Batbayar's clan from its current status
Oh,
as a part of the Darmor Confederacy. But how you will go about this, well,
Mm,
that remains to be seen.
yes.
So, it is the dawn of a new day. You have some kingdom responsibilities to attend to, or you could just let Fake Hajime deal with it, of course, but uh, the kingdom does not run itself.
Yes.
You will also have to give thought to what will happen with Batbayar when he has his clan back. Because currently, he is your something or other,
Yes.
an important member of your government. I have forgotten at the time what exactly, but
the pretty face of the government. Look at him. I don't know.
Batbayar is very pretty, but not what I was focusing on right now. Uh, so there is a question. How would you like to proceed? The island of Surugu is kind of. Oh, also, I forgot to do something. During kingdom building,
Mm,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. R, 12, 10. So that would be 12, 11, 10. Okay, so that is 26. You've also received reports as you have returned from the groves, the World Tree, that a farm north of Hayaba has been burnt down. Its environs scorched.
Damn.
What? Have
By
we,
some assailant.
I guess this is up to Akio and his boys to investigate.
I mean, no,
I
we know
mean,
it's
it's
the burning
quite obvious
wrath.
who
Yeah,
what happened.
we just need to get it cleaned up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. Also, especially since if the Burning Wrath were to ever show up, Akio's friends would be in a difficult position.
deleted? Yeah, they die.
She'd be a frightening encounter for them.
Would she
Uh,
care about? I don't remember if Akio's cursed or not. I actually. Oh wait, I'm thinking of a different contract. Never mind. Never mind. I got it confused. It's been a while since I thought about the Burning Wrath. Let's continue.
anyway, so you are now in Hayaba, preparing to move forward in your quest against the Shogun. What are you doing first?
Did we spend the week doing the kingdom building, or is this
That's
part
what
of
I'm
it?
asking.
Okay. Now let's
Like
see.
that is an option. You could potentially push it off to later in the month, but
I mean, no, I think we should just take care of that now. And during that week, we also get prepared for what's coming up, and what little free time we'll have.
that would seem to make sense to me.
Yes. And also
So,
figure out how to take care of that burning wrath circle, because I forget how to do that.
uh, it takes a build point to put out the fire,
Okay.
or going there and exhausting yourselves like
Yeah.
Tatsu and Kasumi did.
Yeah.
But to play. No, wrong. Well, there we go. So, yeah. So, what does this look like? Tell me. Explain to me what your week looks like. What do you do, Sada?
Let's figure. I guess. Let's figure out how many people we're gonna need to be bringing to Kesh first.
Well, that is a good question.
Yeah.
How many people are you bringing to Kesh?
And if we should take the Skyskipper go by sea.
Skyskiff would be far faster, but
Yes.
it does limit the number of people you can take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Rhythm.
Now we'll all just have to agree to play the same song at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be another music bot. I hope. That will also eventually get taken down, but there'll always be one.
Well, they're very easy to make. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I could use
So
that
let's
as a
think
reason
here.
to. I don't know.
So the party is 4. How many can we fit on the Skyskip again?
You can fit 10 people on the actual deck if you cram people,
Alright.
and a horse-sized person into the, or a horse into
Yes.
the little thing.
Batbear still fit in there?
No,
Well, I mean,
No, okay, I think so.
we
no.
established that last
Yeah,
time.
I thought so, I couldn't remember.
I also have the pendant to turn into things. So.
Yeah.
That is true. He can turn into a medium creature and thus fit on the deck.
Do you want me to do that? I love doing it.
I mean, we're figuring it out, because that would be 5.
Also, presumably you're taking Batfire, you've been noticing that
Yes.
he's been riding around lately.
Oh, yeah?
What?
He has a horse.
Nice.
Somewhere he acquired one.
Oh, you're talking about okay.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
so
Yeah, he's-
confused for a second
Vampire
because we were.
Vampire and Theron would be 7.
Not Kasumi, but new
Yeah, no.
character.
Yeah, but that character probably meeting in Cash, maybe. I don't know.
That wasn't intending.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
none
don't
of your
know then.
business.
I do, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Um. So, uh. So here is.
And Shinichi, probably. But he hasn't come back yet, so.
He hasn't, no.
Which we'll see at the end of the week. Because of Agramenta, said it would take like a week or so, I think, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll take a few days.
Yeah.
Plus, he probably wants to talk to him.
Yeah. And, Yeah, we might need to go by sea. Considering how many people we might end up having, plus a horse. Hey, I guess I'm gonna go ask Batbear, Prince Batbear, what he thinks.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
for the sake of it and just me not going like who? Just can we call him like Prince? Do we know? I guess we do. Probably. I don't know. Whatever.
All right, Batfire is around. He's very clearly getting ready for meeting his destiny.
Yes.
Um,
To ask him what we need to get prepared and how we should go about it, I guess.
well, we'll be able to resupply in the River Kingdoms. So
Okay.
if we're taking the Sky Skip, it'll be pretty fast. Won't really have to worry about food. But once we start walking into Kesh, we're not going to want to take the Sky Skiff.
Okay.
That will make my ability to actually claim to be a Keshite if I'm
Yes.
not riding or on the ground.
How long does it
so-
take by sea to get to where we disembark?
God, I'm so weirded out that him and I overlap so much.
Few days.
Okay.
Sky Skiff cuts that off.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
You do have to worry about it, leaving it where you want it, though,
Yeah.
because we'll be leaving it alone for a while.
Yeah. I'm also not sure if we can fit as many people on there as we can.
Well, let me see. It'd be me, you, Thurman, Pow, I presume other Bat Bayar.
Yep. He has an amulet that lets him transform, but that doesn't solve. Well, I guess if we can land, then it won't be a problem. I'm just worried about him going to sleep and waking up huge.
I mean, we won't be in the air for more than a day, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Kasumi, I'm guessing?
No, Kasumi is staying in Sarugu,
Oh, okay.
teaching at the monastery, catching up there. Also to help watch out for the Burning Wrath while we're gone.
Okay.
I don't know why I
cool,
thought you were
cool,
gonna say,
cool.
"Did you not get the memo?" And I thought that was gonna be really funny.
Akio is going.
Yes.
Okay. Is Akio taking anybody?
I don't know. Let me see. Where's Akio at? I yell out, Akio!
I pop up from behind a bush. Yeah, boss.
Are you gonna bring anybody to Kesh?
I'm gonna bring my big man, the healer,
Okay.
because I don't think we got somebody for that yet.
Okay, so
I know. Yes.
Well, that's only 7 people. My
Yeah.
horse can fit in the horse compartment, so I think
Galva.
the Sky Skip works.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, it was just Shinichi might be coming with us, but I don't know yet. So I haven't
There's
been
room
able to
for 3
confirm
more.
with him. Yeah. Shinichi, and then I think that'd be about it. Yeah. I think we'd be good with the Sky Skip then.
Okay. Yeah. It's just,
Faster, too.
well, maybe you want to bring another person or two to make sure it doesn't get stolen or something.
Yeah. Figure out who that should be.
I'll let you pick
I will.
your
I'm
people.
just thinking, yeah.
Okay,
Look
I'm
it
gonna
over.
go keep getting
Alright.
ready.
All right, me as well. Also take care of some things in Saruga before we go. Ow.
Okay, you do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Did you hurt yourself?
Yes, I want to check. Yeah, I pinched my finger in my chair. I was playing with
Oh,
the
yeah.
raising it up and down.
Oh, dork.
Well, Sada, while you're thinking about who you might want to take
I do
to fill
also.
those.
And I guess the next thing I want to do, but let's take care of the other first. But the next thing I want to do is check on the goblins there, because that's a whole thing we haven't talked about yet either. So,
Okay.
but first, yeah, everybody else.
Yeah. Excuse me, just a sec. Sorry. Okay, so, Kasumi, what are you doing this week?
I went and got the kids. The funky elemental teens who are obviously been solving crimes in
Yep.
our absence.
Yep, along with your friend and mine, Rocky Balboa,
All
Stony
right.
Catboy.
He's so tired.
He is extremely.
He's been so stressed.
Well, he's been stressed, but he's also been having some amount of fun. He seems to have bonded with them.
Yes. But yeah, so I gathered them up, and I instead of like having them flown over, we're gonna we're gonna go the old-fashioned way and go on a little trip, like a walk back over there, so
Okay.
they can enjoy the travel.
As soon as you tell them that you're going to be walking the 100 miles to your monastery, you get some incredible groans.
Okay, fine, we'll take a carriage.
You get some relieved cheers.
So this is all because you were given entirely too much money for children.
But how
Sorry,
does Bima
teen.
feel about this?
Oh yeah, I introduced them to Bima, our dear friend.
Ima is extremely Bima seems overwhelmed with the amount of everything here. It's so diverse and different and dirty and imperfect, and there's cruelty here.
I love cruelty.
No. That scares her, but she's very interested in everything. And also she seems very thrilled just to be able to speak to people that are different.
Yeah, so I keep her close so that way she doesn't get up to no good, and otherwise we make the journey back, which I imagine by carriage will take 3-4 days.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be a
You're gonna end up
nice.
crossing a big flaming wreck wasteland on your way there.
Now if he takes the west side route.
Ah, that too. Yes.
I would be
Um,
taking the west side route because that would put me closer to staying overall in a way that
oh
makes
yeah,
more
definitely
sense.
an easier walk than from
Yeah.
Kamako.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your journey is uneventful. Your time with the kids, fine.
Yeah.
They seem to have sort of warmed up to their situation here. And for the first time since you've really met them, they seem to be acting like normal teenagers rather than people on the run from a vampire that wants to exsanguinate them in order to gain their elemental powers.
Hell yeah. Samuru
that.
asks endless amounts of questions, and Manu is acting like she's too cool to be here.
Mhm. But in
Um,
such a way that knows that she still likes you, that it's obvious that she still likes you, and she's purposely letting you know that.
hell yeah. So yeah, and then once we get there, I do gather up all the students and let them know. Oh, and I guess it should be said, Mino's with me too because she also works there.
Mino is a constant.
Yeah,
You don't even have to mention her at this point. If you
yeah, but I
ordered
felt
her
bad.
away, you would probably find her, like, shadowing you.
Badly.
Mhm.
Um,
She's not stealthy, it's true.
yeah. So once I get there, I gather up everybody and let them know that's for the foreseeable future, unless I'm called away to, go help with something domestic. That isn't a earth-shattering. I'm not going anywhere for a while, so we can focus on what we all set out here to do.
Okay. With
And
that,
then I work on a lesson plans.
yeah, you buckle down and end up starting to really teach.
Hell yeah.
And this week seems to fly by as you review different classes and who to sort of help you teach as you set up this monastery for different elements. And at this point, you've gotten basically your air master is pretty obvious in Comnurial. And then you have Tatsu, who is making advances in his own knowledge in leaps and bounds. Maybe just being near you all the time is rubbing off on him. And so really you just need some sort of earth master, which may
Might not be
come.
Ara, but I can send out to. I'll make a trip to Kamako one day and write out an advertisement, so to speak. Looking for somebody who can do the thing.
Mm. I mean, at this point, knowledge of your monastery is really kind of spreading throughout the island, so you
Yeah,
might start getting additional people popping up.
great. Okay, yeah, that's Kasumi. That's where she is for the time being.
Mm-hmm. All right. Paulina, what are you doing during this week?
Pal would spend her time doing just day-to-day her responsibilities as whatever the heck our role, head priest, what is our ridiculous? I'm
You
the
are the high
Pope.
priest.
High
Yes,
priest, yeah.
you are the Pope of 3 papacies.
Yeah.
The triple
def-
Pope.
the triple Pope. Yeah, the carrying out the duties because we've it always seems like something is happening and we have to go do a thing, so to have some time to actually just do the day-to-day is very nice. Probably because I don't know if we really got an opportunity to, because we left for Silva's realm pretty quickly.
It's
But
true.
to like assemble the clergy and properly thank them for their like war efforts. Their aid turned out to be pretty clutch in the battle. Yeah.
And
Just to, give like maybe. Oh, sorry.
And you and going reinforcing that to the different faiths, it does make a difference in reinforcing their loyalty to you.
Yeah. I think Pao would try to work the angle of also like, y'all worked together really well. and harmony and shit. Just trying to show everyone that that's good. We're doing good. This is normal and good. This weird thing that we have here. Yeah. And then what also? Oh,
You don't exactly have the various priesthoods hugging it out yet, but
No.
they seem to be a little bit more comfortable, at least a little bit less suspicious.
yeah, that they should pride themselves in their hard work and their in the way that I don't know.
You have been noticing that your particular Polonius sect is a little bit more restrained than, say, the one in Krithelma, which is primarily, well, a bit more extreme under the guidance of Borkert the Insatiable.
Yeah.
Um,
Blob Man will do that.
Yeah. Greta seems to be maintaining a sort of. She seems to be trying to fit a puzzle piece into two other puzzle pieces that don't necessarily want it there, and doing her best to make it work. It's interesting. So, you were saying that there was another thing that you would do?
Oh, and just spend time with Pascal and his business.
Oh, Pascal's
Yeah.
business is business.
Yeah.
At this point, as I mentioned during kingdom building, that you have a trade route between House Vitazo and yourselves at this point, so we will need to set that up as to what the advantages bring. But yeah, Pascal is always happy to have you around. And though he spends a lot of time at his desk, he does make time to visit you at the various temples pretty much daily. It helps that he will also make a break to use the facilities at the Temple of Atenket. And yeah, by the end of the week, he is super excited to show you that he's up to 252 now. But yes, he and you otherwise spend a fairly comfortable week together. The question is, are you going to ask him to accompany you to Kesh?
Oh, I couldn't remember if we had done that last time, but
No.
yeah, I'd probably see what he felt like doing there. If business is important, but
it is, but you're going to the land of extremely violent horse people and horse people. One of those has a dash. But I can't just. I know you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
and I think it'll be safer than going to another plane of existence or going deep underground, etc. Like, at least we're just going to another country.
Yeah, a country of rampaging raiders. You know, the whole reason, like, the east side of Hightown in Viven is a fortress is because of the hordes of Kesh, right? They're scary people.
Well, I'm scary people too.
Well,
flex.
To some people, maybe. If you have room on your boat, I'll go with you.
If we have room on the boat, I'd be happy to have you.
I'd hope so. I mean, kind of dating everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, No, I'll go with. I'll be wherever you're going. I'll be, if you'll have me.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Last but not least, we have Akio.
Kissing
y'all-
whispers, kiss him.
Oh my gosh. Of
From
course, this makes
100 miles away.
Yeah.
All right, you guys remember the
Your
recruits
students are
that-
just looking at you going, what?
You guys remember the bunch of recruits I got from the battle, the village, right?
Yes,
Okay.
including two. Well, actually, yeah, you actually have essentially a unit of Ronin that you can field in combat. So we'll have to marshal that into your.
One of them is a Gripply.
And also,
And
yeah,
what-
you got two exceptional Ronin into your troop of people, and yeah, you have a Gripply samurai and a Minotaur samurai.
What's the name of this? What do I get to name them, or
The Minotaur is named Takeshi.
1 second? I need to write this down because I got a bit here. So Takeshi the Minotaur, and
The Gripply, I don't think got a name actually. I
Certainly
don't.
not Kirby.
I don't think his name is Kermit. No, it'd be. I mean, he's a Hadanese Gripply, so he Kermit.
Kermeshi.
Uh,
do you want me to just write this down and then we can come up with a name later? And for now, I'll just call him Private.
no. His name is
Yeah, this.
Kubo.
Kubo, hell yeah.
All right, and I got how many Ronin again? It was 2.
2 to your unit of important people, and then you have a unit of about 100 actual
Okay,
Ronin.
cool. All right, cool. I have them, I guess, the 100 Ronin.
Actually, no.
'cause
I have a note here that says Ronin 6 more for Akio.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember getting 100. I was like,
Oh
I'd be-
yeah, no, you made it.
wasn't
Yeah,
able to.
no, you did not get. I recall now. Yes. No, you have 6 additional people for Akio. One of them is Kubo the Gripply. I believe Takeshi had already joined you at that point, so you have 5
So
others,
5.
whom we will define in the
Later.
fullness of time.
Okay. Well, essentially, I have all 6 Ronin lined up, and I'm walking back and forth, eyeing them in the eye, if you will, and I stop at Takeshi, and I'm like, "Hey, Takeshi, I kind of don't think you need to be disciplined. So you can, if you know, I'm just gonna lay down the rules. If you want, you can go sit down."
It's fine.
All right. So, I have. God damn it! The fact that you guys want me to call it out. All right. Hello. My name is Akio Arata. From henceforth, I'm going to be your commanding officer in this organization. Now, some of you might not understand what you're a part of, but essentially, you're going to be acting as soldiers under my command, and you'll be given good pay, you'll be given shelter, and you'll be given housing. You'll be given food and drink. Now, that's a pretty good luxury in a country that, let's be honest, has no right to treat you. So, I expect when I give orders that they're to be followed out, and we'll be friends. But please, I implore you to consider how good your offer is. Now, I'm not one to brag, but if you know one Batbire, the one who guards the daimyo Sada Ryoto, that's one of my own. And that could be you someday.
One of them raises their hands.
Hello, you.
Does that mean that we'll be like immobilized with muscles?
Yeah, maybe. No, I
Look at
meant
each other with distinct worry.
no. I was talking more about climbing up and having an opportunity that essentially is an incredibly honorable and generous position to be in. It's
Another one
earned
raises their hand.
you.
We already volunteered.
Damn, that frog got you.
I kneel to his eye level. Yeah, you did. And you are?
Kubo?
Alright, Kubo. Let me ask you something. What did I just tell Takashi what I was doing?
Said you were disciplining?
Yeah, disciplining. And what's a particular rule when it comes to disciplining? I pull out a bottle of, let's say, gin, and I drink it all the way down in one gulp, and I throw the bottle at his feet.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Kubo.
It doesn't
it's
even
to
break,
be
it just bounces.
Yeah. It's to be quiet. Now, when
Well, I raised my
I'm-
hand.
Oh, fair enough. Listen, I'm kind of new to this as well. I used to throw people off the roof to train them. Okay.
Oh, as long as you don't do that.
Anyhow. I don't know. Anyhow, get
Don't worry, I'm
familiar.
sure you'll get better at it. We believe in you, boss.
Good. Anyhow, get familiar with the rest of the squads, and well, I imagine we'll have a mission to carry out real soon. But until then, in my absence, Kolvar is acting commander, or whatever I want to say, acting leader. I gotta go and get on a sky gift in when? Am I getting on that ship?
In a week or so?
Yeah, in about a week.
Oh, okay, wait, never mind. And I closed my notebook. I got a week. I guess you guys have me for a week. So let's start doing some exercises, I guess, so that we can attack in unison when we, like my squad did to the Jade Samurai and to, well, sorry Takeshi, your guys. Well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna start learning how to do that. All right, let's start doing it. Let's start. The clap didn't go through. Let's do it, and then I guess I start training them to, like, work as a unit.
All right, you say let's do it, and wave your hand and get running, and they go, "Ah!" and I'll run after you.
And montage music plays.
Yes.
Yes.
Gonna train to
You have a week-long training montage, and by the end of it, you are all utterly exhausted.
Whose idea was to train to a montage? Ah, we could have had a break. Let's never do that again. All right, and then I guess I go to wherever Sada and the others are meeting up.
Okay. Well, with your week scene 2,
But Sal's.
yes,
I wanted to, since I only did one thing, I wanted to also check out the goblins throughout the week. Because
That
that's
is
a new
true.
thing. Yes.
the goblins have moved into Hayaba. Oh, right, you have a new building in Hayaba. It is called Goblin Town. I will
Hell yeah.
figure out what exactly.
Yeah.
Goblin
um,
Town. You'll
what
never
it-
believe what we got.
The giant.
what it exactly contributes to, but It may do nothing. It might just take up blocks.
Hell yeah.
Who knows? That might be the best. That might be the optimal case for you, actually. But yes, you now have a minority of several hundred goblins that are occasionally seen throughout the city, with all wearing lead helmets and doing otherwise goblin things.
They
You
still
rapidly
need to
discovered
have.
that while these goblins are not genocidal monsters,
They're
they
nasty.
are they are extremely uh, they don't get boundaries as closely. So,
Weird.
so you'll occasionally have people throwing goblins out of their house after they just sort of wandered in.
Ah.
I don't get it. What did we do?
The fact that most of them don't speak Hadanese yet is also a issue.
Yes.
But the people of Hayaba have, gotten the memo that okay, this is what we need to accommodate these people that usually would be trying to kill us all, but these ones specifically are okay, and we need to keep them. We need to keep them safe and help them become a new aspect of life in Hayaba. Oh boy. But yeah, and also you looking in on them and making sure to check up. You are able to help make sure that the goblins sort of transition smoothly,
Yes.
or at least as smoothly as possible.
Hopefully, maybe
Uh,
hire some instructors to teach them about teach them Hadanese a little bit.
yes, Hadanese, um, how how uh, how property works,
Yes.
how to use chopsticks, various important touchstones. And yeah, with that, you come to the end of the week.
And also,
Um,
could I spend a VP to get rid of the burning circle? Is that a thing I can do?
that would be in kingdom building.
Ah, okay. So it has to wait until the next kingdom building cycle.
Yeah, I mean, you
Okay.
could also assign. Actually, well, no, you can assign guys to it now, and it'll be popped off. So basically, yeah, it'll
Okay.
be paid at the next kingdom building cycle, but it will. But it's you're basically telling people to, hey, go and
Yeah.
put out the giant fire now, please.
Okay. Yeah.
There's another giant fire on your island raging, and
I thought we
there are
took
a
care.
couple.
I thought we took care of that one,
Uh,
and I just did not delete it. I think.
I don't recall you guys doing that. I've been thinking that's been basically going ignored since you found the Hydra that got melted there.
No, I'm pretty sure
That
I
one?
remember. Yeah, I remember us doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We had that put out. There
Yeah.
was the one I
Okay.
took out put out personally, but no, we definitely took and put out this one as well.
Yeah.
Okay, my mistake.
You fool.
You know what? No, fuck you. It's going back.
Ah, damn it. I'm sorry, Sals.
No, no, too bad.
You just can't light the fire back up after we already took care of it.
I reignited it.
No.
Anyway, so
Fine, I'll get both of them put out.
you have
Why'd you turn?
uh, you have a group of 8, and also one horse. Going with you to fly west and ready yourselves.
Does
for
Sunichi
this new
come back during
At
the
the end
week?
of the week, a figure is seen at the gates of your city.
Hell yeah.
It is in fact Shunichi, in a new chassis,
Cool.
same sort of um, matte metal finish, sort of gunmetal. There's glowing yellow eyes and occasional light blue lights from within. A flock of small birds sit upon him
Excuse me, guys. I gotta be
as he
right back.
makes his way to the Temple of Silva.
Discord seems to have crashed. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Upon reaching the Temple of Silva, when you hear that he is in the city, I presume that you travel to meet him.
Yes.
No.
You find Shunichi contemplating his former chassis in a meditative pose.
Is that a
in
bit
the-
weird?
That's a bit weird.
It's an interesting. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh, Shinichi can sneeze now.
Damn, that's weird.
He's allergic to being alive.
It's an advanced function of this new chassis. To be honest, I could do without. But it's a bit of a strange experience, but I do appreciate the gesture to my memory.
Yeah. You want me to move it?
No.
Okay,
No, I
good.
think I will keep it here.
Oh, by the way, that's Bedbuyer talking, because, like, he also had to deal with that. He, like, oh, my own grave, that's weird.
For
I don't
me,
know,
it was simply another body. Being on my third, it's really not so bad.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
He rises from his position and turns towards you. I have returned, Sada.
I hug.
He hugs you back.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh,
What were you saying? Before I interrupted you?
Your tripart religion. I have been told some since I arrived. I've been told that Paulina has done an exceptional job in forging it.
Yes. I'm doing very
I
good.
look forward to working under her and continuing that path forward. I have been elected to lead the Temple of Shinichi.
Temple of Shinichi.
Whoa!
Yes,
Whoa!
I have
cult!
committed a coup. No.
Ooh.
No, the Temple of Silva as its new leader.
Ah, okay.
man, he comes back after 3 days, and it's like he's a god now.
just like
I
Jesus.
have to admit, I wasn't quite ready for the amount of regard that people were paying me here when I arrived. I am told that you intend to go on a long and
Yes.
fabulous journey.
Yeah, we're going to Kesh.
Mm.
I don't know if you want to come with us, but also understand if you need to take care of business here.
Sada, there will be a day, I think, where you may need me once more. But that is not this one.
All right.
You have
Sada
grown
nods.
so much,
Thank you.
and I think you have a full contingent of companions to accompany you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You're right.
cool.
So how'd things go with Agamentai, by the way? After,
Oh,
yeah.
well, after I finished scolding him for attempting to evade the plane of my god.
Oh,
We
yeah,
spoke for some time. It
Hey, was there any new Iterons with him?
No.
Okay. There was the head of the temple of Sissa down in Krithlamar came up with us to meet him, and last we saw her, she went off with him. So I'm assuming she probably went back down, but she might be an Iteron
Perhaps.
now. I don't
Or
know.
simply perhaps I was not introduced.
Yeah.
Agamentai seemed interested in speaking to me, and given both of our natures, our conversations could last quite long.
Hmm.
I did not feel the need to explore his workshop, so it could have been that its other denizens were simply not near me. They certainly weren't introduced to me anyway. I bid you best of fortune. Silver guide your steps.
Thank you. Oh yeah, did you see Betalus and
I am sure there are many here that I will be reintroduced to and
yes.
have all manner of lovely conversations with, and I look forward to them all.
Make sure to sneeze. That's quite an icebreaker.
Oh yeah, you should meet the goblins too.
I've
That's a whole
been
thing.
told about the goblins.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently from what Edric told me, there's like a whole thing where they're getting like some weird brain signal or something, but the lead helmets block it. I don't know though. Something like that. Yeah. It's weird, right?
Interesting, certainly.
Yeah.
And disturbing.
Yeah, Accio was like Accio fought the thing that was I don't know what the thing was. What was the thing, Accio? Like the weird
A
goblin thing?
hole.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't. You got to be there.
Ah, is Dottore Clemenza still here?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What a fine question that is.
Yeah, we haven't talked to him for a while, but I'm pretty sure he's
Oh,
still
you
around.
would know that Dottore Clemenza is here. You occasionally do spot him.
Okay. It's been a while,
He
man.
cheerfully waves hello to you, but you haven't had
Oh.
any real conversations with him lately.
But you just
Aw.
ignored
I think
it.
the last time we really talked to him
No.
was when he came with us to God, to the Seven Sorrows like fortress, I think.
There was also a time where he was a murder suspect.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that
But
one was that was before. Yeah,
Yeah.
the last time was the Seven Sorrows.
But yeah, Dottore Clemenza is still around. Shinichi says that he'll be wanting to speak to him about that. Perhaps there's something that they can do together to help.
Yeah, I hope so.
Um,
I know their leader Cream. He has like part of his skull was replaced by a whole like lead plate or something. I think, which is why he became immune to it and was able to start helping the other goblins.
mhm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's a whole other thing.
It is something that I will think on.
Yes. But Jess, I wish you luck in your new position, Shinichi.
Thank you.
I hope things go well.
I see that Kasumi and Mino are not among you.
Yes, Kasumi, they went back to to her monastery for the time being.
Ah,
Yes.
yes. I shall have to visit.
Yeah. She's gonna be staying there while we're in Kesh, so I'm sure they'll have plenty of time.
Not.
Both to catch up with her teaching there and also to help watch out for the Burning Wrath if she attacks again. Did I tell you that, by the way? That the Burning Wrath is somewhere here?
Yeah,
No, that went unmentioned.
Yes. It sort of just seems to pop up once a month, set something on fire, and then disappears.
Well, I think you're
Yeah.
very lucky that she's chosen such an only occasional
Yeah.
level of destruction.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, well,
will be careful and
yes.
make sure to ensure the city is not threatened.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So
Well,
yeah. Onward.
Sada, as you're walking away from Shunichi, you get the idea that he is. There is something different about him now. In that, in him, there's something deeper there. He's not changed, but he's more so. of himself.
Nice.
And
Shinichi's
it occurs
strong,
to you that while a soul being resurrected or reincarnated might lose memories of their afterlife,
Oh,
But we just pulled them right out of there.
Oh.
Yeah.
you just put a soul
wow.
back into a heart spring.
Yeah. So he's got all that wisdom.
Oh.
wait,
Hadn't thought
that's
about
weird.
that. Yeah.
In a
That's
more
really weird.
Yeah. In a more mechanical sense, Tomb, you unfortunately cannot use Shunichi as a cohort.
He's too powerful now. No.
He is too powerful for your
Wow.
cohort level now.
Uh, I guess
Guess
On the
we
bright
can't-
side, you also
Bat Barrel could be in the
feel
cohort.
yeah. On the bright side, you also feel pretty confident in Hayaba's safety
Yes.
while Shunichi's hanging out in it. So there's that.
How powerful is he?
He knows what life is after death.
Um, how can you even begin to say he has attained a
Damn.
great
Does
expansion of
Does
his
Shinichi have a
wisdom?
mythic rank?
Who knows?
Whoa.
Damn,
I would probably not make uh, an NPC who's been chilling out with you for so long inherently more powerful than your player characters, unless that was their conceit the whole time, like certain cat boys I could name.
Yes.
I did not think that'd be a thing you'd say today, but here we are. I don't know.
Anyway,
Yes, anyway.
so you are prepared. There are 2 more spots on
Yes.
your sky skiff
We
that
need
you
to
could
figure
fill
out
in,
somebody,
or 2 people.
2 people, yeah.
You don't.
Or
Yeah.
who might end up just staying behind to guard the sky skiff, but yeah. Who would be good?
Greta and Baradun would not be good because
No.
Baradun would take up too much
Yeah.
space.
Probably 2 of Akio's dude, I'd imagine might be a good choice. Maybe.
Oh, more of my guys.
Yeah. Just
I
for
will
the
take
for
Kobo.
the guard duty, yeah.
I will take Kobo,
Okay.
and I
Ubo,
will.
the Gripply?
Yes,
Okay.
and his silver guitar. And I kind of don't want to take. I don't know. That'd be more. Is it fine if we? I guess we could take.
These people are not accompanying you on your adventure. These are just
Yeah,
going to be
they're-
guarding your
yeah,
boat.
they're gonna be
Alright,
guarding the ship.
Tono. I guess Tono.
Tono?
Yeah.
Uh, you
Huh?
Huh?
What? Something wrong with Tono? Did he get cancer again?
What?
I don't know. What's wrong with Tono?
Nothing?
I don't know.
Why did it sounds like he was giving me like a
Onu.
Tonu, yeah.
oh
He didn't realize who he
Oh.
was talking about.
oh
Okay, so you're taking Kubo and Tonu.
Tono, yeah.
Oyaba.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they would both make good guards.
They better.
You presume. Kubo is perhaps not the most intimidating person
Yeah.
Hey
on
man,
the
if
planet.
you saw a frog in full samurai armor, you'd be intimidated.
But also neither
I'll be
was
honest, no, I
Garland.
wouldn't.
Yeah, but neither was Garland, so
That is
hey.
true. Okay, so with that, the 10 of you plus 1 horse.
Yes.
Batbayar,
Hi.
you need to figure out what you are for this
Yes.
trip.
Yeah. What do I roll again? 1d33?
You roll a 1d32. Right? Right.
10.
10.
What's
A 10.
10?
You
Human.
become bipedal and somewhat shorter, but not terribly so. You become a half orc.
Hell
Nice.
yeah! Do I got fangs?
You got tusks.
Hell yeah! I get the hardest carrot from the vegetable market and I bite into it. Yeah!
Yeah,
I
it yields to your magnificent teeth.
I love
It's
this.
a carrot.
It's a
What?
carrot.
Did Vampire not eat a carrot before? Were his teeth so bad he couldn't manage a carrot?
This
No.
This is the
so
hardest.
small.
Vampires are
No,
very.
this is the hardest
That's-
carrot.
Yeah.
What
Have
does
you
that
ever?
even mean?
Vampire is a centaur. His teeth are made from turning heavy vegetables into paste.
Listen,
So
listen. It's not a matter of dental
Like,
hygiene.
Bite
It's
into a
that.
pumpkin or something. But
Oh,
carrot,
okay.
it's just the thing people eat.
yeah, just
All right,
like
I
a
get a
gourd.
pumpkin. I get a gourd. I just try these tusks out. Oh yeah.
People are like kind of weirded out by this gigantic half orc just going up to people's stalls and looking for the hardest vegetable they have and biting it.
This is
At
You're
the end of the
great.
day, you have to pay 5 silver for the various vegetables, but you have made good use of your tusks.
Yeah.
And also are kind of full. You ate a lot of vegetables.
Yeah. All right. Let me go pull up the bank. Oh my god. That was great. Let's go now.
Does he bite into a rutabaga?
I don't know what that is, but sure. You made that
Yes.
up. What is that?
I did not make up rutabaga.
What's a rutabaga?
It's like a turnip, but big.
Yeah, it's like a big root vegetable.
Yeah.
Big round root. Purple and tan in color.
Hang on, I'm posting a
Tastes
picture.
great. Makes great soup.
Oh yeah, it's a
Ooh.
fantastic root. I posted it.
Love a rutabaga.
Oh, yeah, I've eaten those. I just didn't know it was called the rutabaga. Whatever.
The rutabaga.
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 Hey,
tastes-
rutabaga, babigo. That's a
Is that
spicy
Italian?
rutabaga.
Sometimes I actually only know like a vegetable by its Arabic name, and it's so frustrating.
What's that
It's
one's
like-
Arabic name?
Huh? No, we just say the same word for turnip.
Giant turnip.
Yeah. So it's lift. In case anybody lift kabir actually.
Oh.
Man,
I gotta
Amy's
take a
making-
lift to get a
Amy's-
rutabaga.
Yeah.
Amy's currently making some food, and it smells so good. She used a bunch of garam masala, and oof,
Ooh,
I'm hungry.
all right. Well,
Yes, we got the
With
sky
that.
skiff all packed up. Everything hopefully
yep,
squared away.
everybody's packed up. Everybody's sort of like crammed onto the deck of the sky skiff. The great shimmering iridescent sail emerges from the central point, and with a whoosh of an unseen wind, you are off, taking off into the sky and aiming yourself west, guided by Batpire,
Yes.
the wayward prince, on their way to return. I have a question. You got 3 rings for essentially free a session or 2 ago. Did
Did
you
we?
ever? Yes.
I don't remember.
You found 3 rings in
Oh yeah,
a.
Kasumi did.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think Kasumi ever did get identified.
So there was a ring of fire resist, a ring of sustenance, a ring of water breathing, and a ring of water. Excuse me, earrings of water infusion mastery.
Ah, neat.
I kept the earrings, of course.
Yes, that makes
Um,
sense.
I gave the water breathing ring to Pal so we could go on fun adventures together.
Okay. So that just
Um,
leaves the ring of sustenance and the ring of fire resistance.
I got
Yeah.
the ring of fire resistance, because I got a sword that blows me up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right,
Blows up your
so
spot, yeah.
make sure to
Yeah.
include. I'm just making sure you guys are all including these in your inventories.
I will have to do that when I get a chance, because I forgot. I think, maybe, probably,
I'm
knowing
doing
me.
that
Let me
right
go ahead and
now.
check my check the old Kasumi sheet before I don't open her for, some several weeks.
Mm-hmm. So that just leaves the ring of sustenance. Put it
Oh,
on.
yeah, I got 2 magic rings. One of them I always forget about.
Gee,
What's the other one?
gee whiz, pal!
Ethereal junk.
All right.
Why does Sal's
Yeah.
let you have 2 magical rings?
I already
got
have
two
several
hands.
magical rings. Let's see here.
And then you're holding them up like hot dogs somehow.
You could give
Right now I
Cassal
have-
the other ring of sustenance, and then he can
Yeah.
have 2 ring of sustenances.
You'd be
Does
double
that
not hungry.
do they
So
stack?
sustained.
No.
Damn, that would suck. I would wonder what double
I'm
hunger is.
already wearing the decoy
Yeah.
ring and my unique ring of dueling dragons.
Ah, true.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I guess not double hunger. I guess double anti. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Double not hungry.
It would do nothing, or you would.
Give a man a sustenance ring. They won't need to eat ever again. Give a man 2 sustenance rings. It's still the
And
same.
he's gonna.
Still the same.
Yeah. We're bringing, and Pascal's coming with us too, right?
He is coming with you.
Yes. Okay.
You could give the other sustenance ring to large Batbuyer,
It's true.
bulk
Yes.
Buyer. Considering that he is a centaur, he does go through your
Yeah.
rations pretty fast.
Yeah.
I eat so
Yep.
much.
Yeah. We give him.
He-
Let's give it to him. Yeah.
Yes, give me the ring of sustenance.
I mean, yeah, large Buyer is like what 3,000 pounds or something. So
I'm so big, and those
uh,
rations suck.
so yeah, you bring a sustenance, takes care of that.
I imagine that our rations basically look like military rations, where it's like, here's like a protein
just
bar.
big bits of dried meat.
Eh,
Yeah,
oh,
jerky.
that's even better.
depends on
big
what
I,
it is.
I actually used. I
It's
was
actually
at the,
typically not. It's actually typically not that bad. If
Yeah.
you go into what typically is, and it's like jerky and some
Yeah.
bread. It's
It's
not
that
meant to last forever.
those road snacks, baby.
Dried apricots,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
cool.
I like the description of the halfling one, or the halfling prepared one, because it's just like all different sausages and
Yeah.
a whole bunch of cheeses, and it actually it's like a full course breakfast versus the elven one, which is some whey bread and some berries.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you need.
That's all you need, baby.
Anyway,
Not me,
Yes.
though.
you sail off west
Vroom.
across the sky, westward from Hadano to Kesh. Actually, you go sort of west and south, really. Your friend and mine, Batbuyer, wants you to land in the River Kingdoms,
Yes.
or the River Kingdom
It's true.
here. These are basically tributaries of the Darmor Confederacy, and as a result, the people who live there are not exactly the best friends of the hordes of Kesh. And also, Batbear explains, he has a contact there
Aha.
where you will be able to, where he will be, you will be able to hide out and stay a little quiet. And hidden from the Darmor Confederacy's spies, of which there are quite a few. As he explains to you, this is not simply something. This is not a simple like barbarian horde or something. This is a country. The the peoples of Kesh are nomadic, but that doesn't mean they're like disorganized um, or not or lack finesse or advanced capabilities. Uh, they You're going to be having to do a lot of hiding before you're ready and in your and in place to actually um, make a mess of the various pots and pans of your enemies here. So, is there any chats that occur on the flight over, or
How long is the flight over?
several hours? The best, actually,
Also,
it's pretty much a full 8 hours of travel.
Also, I missed your ping earlier. Where are we exactly, Sals?
You're going to be going to here.
Okay, cool.
I love here.
Is that the same place I saw with the Archon?
That was actually over here,
Oh, okay.
but
I
it's
remember.
part of the same general nation.
Okay. Yes. So who's your contact, Bapire?
Oh, it's a childhood friend of mine.
Okay.
Um, they left the clan after, well, not immediately after, but shortly after the Khan forced us in, and my uncle became the clan leader. Their name is Botoglu.
Okay.
They're a little. He's a little. He's a personality. You'll like him, I think.
Okay.
But yeah. You fly, but yeah, he's in Ogashi, the capital of Oromai, and unfortunately, that's a place that both the Damor Confederacy and the Shogunate has a lot of
Yes.
influences in. So that's why we're going to be very quiet
Yeah.
and very careful.
Yeah. Where exactly should we land anyway?
Well, that's actually a good question. Sky skiffs aren't super common, right? And the only purveyor of them is a, at this point, pretty well-known ally of yours. Oromai is still a neutral territory, but yeah, it's not going to be a good thing just to have it out in the open, and that's why we're going to hover offshore and really high up for a while until it's nightfall.
Yes.
Then I'm going to finish the journey into Ogashi, and we're going to land in a yard where my friend has already set up for the skiff to be hidden.
All right. Good.
Oh, and this. And he holds out a bunch of little beads. Well, they're not little beads. They're rings of beads. They are bracelets of little beads, tiny little beads, that have an almost a soft glow, a cool whitish blue beads. They look like glass. Notably, there doesn't appear to be a string going through them. They just seem to stick together.
Interesting. What are these?
These are message beads.
Oh, okay. Cool.
These are all connected to each other. We should be able to communicate with each other
Oh,
if you whisper into the beads with anybody else with these
these.
beads
Where'd you get
that
these?
are attuned to each other. While I was gone for like months,
Okay.
dude, come
Man.
on.
I
Anyway,
was wondering, you haven't pulled them out this whole time.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
well-
are what do you call these?
they're message beads.
Oh, I was thinking of walkie beads, but oh well.
Why would you call them
Why?
walkie
It's
beads?
not like you walk with them.
I don't know.
Anyway,
TTs.
anyway, these message beads go around your wrist. Speak of them. If there's someone else within a mile attuned to them, you'll hear them in your head. You won't have to
Okay.
you don't have to like hold the beads up to your ear, but to speak into them or to speak into them, you need to whisper into them. So, you can receive messages without a problem, but talking into them, you have to be a little surreptitious if you don't want people to notice. Okay, to answer your question, Sada, I stole them, but
Oh.
from an asshole, so it'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah.
And he doesn't know it was me.
Okay.
So, anyway, we're getting close to the coast, so
Yeah.
you want to just slow up and go high up and
Yes.
wait. And so you do.
Alright.
Until the sun finally crests below the western horizon.
So hey,
and
Kubo,
plunges.
how you taking this? Your first mission.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be guarding a flying boat that we're going to fly into a hostile territory in order to overthrow a foreign government.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get used to it then.
Wait.
Or I guess we've only done it like 3 times, but I mean that's still a lot.
That's more than average.
Yeah.
A lot more than I've ever done. I guess this is the first time.
It's second.
My first time.
Weren't you part of the? All right.
No, I'm new.
All right.
Anyway, once night falls, you fly southwest once more until you start seeing below you the occasional town and village. As you get closer to a long, dark streak upon the ground, which you reason to be the great river Orem. You can see at its mouth a city nestled between it and the shore. A bustling burg, not the largest city you've ever seen by a long shot, but Ogashi is certainly a large enough center of trade and people to be considered cosmopolitan. As you start getting close, Vampire guides you, telling you when to go quickly, when to slow down, and how to go to avoid the guards looking outward, essentially going as high as you can above the city and then softly spiraling down until you are just sort of, as the city begins to become detailed in your vision, and he points to where you need to be. And soon, a spiral, a spiral, a spiral, a spiral. Oh, you're getting really quite close now. Oh, that's a little bit taller than I was expecting. I need you to make a reflex save.
Oh, I'm good at that.
It's gonna be fine.
Oh, I noticed that you made a reflex save as well.
Oh, should I not have?
No, I just needed who was ever flying.
Sada
Must
flying.
make a
Oh,
Yeah.
reflex save.
I thought. Oh, okay, I see.
So Sada was flying, correct?
Yes.
Well, this is unfortunate because Pow passed the save,
No.
but Sada didn't. So Sada, you slightly misjudge the distance between a tower and the sky skiff, and there is a really bad crack noise as one of the sky skiffs sort of like stabilizing fins off the back catches the top of it, and you just see a whole bunch of detritus or a whole bunch of like rubble and clay shingles go flying off
Ah, shit.
and fall down into the city about 50 feet below. As you're watching this happen, Batfire just sort of laconically observes, Sada, watch out.
Yes.
You, however, continue to make your way down until you see a sort of open yard in a kind of what it looks like a bit of a rundown area of the city, and finally you are able to land with a shh and a stop. You shut the brightly colored sail of your sky skiff, and as you do so, some people, humans, of not especially good repute, or at least appearance of, walk towards you out of the shadow. A couple of them carrying what looks to be a sack or ropes, chains. But as one approached, one of them sort of like stage whispers up to you does any of you speak Keshan or Keshite?
No, but I speak trade speech.
I speak everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
I speak trade. I speak.
Well, this guy is speaking Keshite, so so he says something up to you. So Pao, you would understand that he basically said, "You Batfire," and at which point Prince Batfire responds in the affirmative. He then says that the moon is lovely tonight, to which Batfire responds, "It pales in comparison to the dawn." At which point the guy nods and waves the other guys over, and they start dragging tarps and various equipment for covering the sky skiff up.
All right.
Batfire looks to the rest of you and goes, "We need to get off the sky skiff, or
Yes.
we're going to be covered
Yes.
with it."
Let's go.
A lot of you are able to get up and off. Batfire gets his horse out of the back end and leads it into a nearby stable as the men start covering the sky skiff and hiding it from view.
I legitimately thought when you said Vampire takes out his horse packet, where my mind went was a silly place. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nuva, I typically presume your mind resides in a silly place, and that is one of the reasons I love you.
Thank you.
Anyway, your your new guide, Batfire, prince of, well, not really a prince, but erstwhile clan leader, is waves you forward and gets you all into a sort of huddle and goes, all right, again, it's best if none of us are seen. Do you have ways of disguising yourselves?
I mean,
Ed Bayar looks at his ring and
That
at.
works for him.
I mean, I can just.
Why do I keep thinking it's whatever?
I can be pretty good at disguise mode, but I can also just not be seen at all.
That's also useful, but you know, for me and you, that works. For some other people, and he looks at Thurman and Pascal
Yeah.
meaningfully, it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
I just realized that Pau can run so fast that nobody gets to see her.
Yeah,
That's
no one can catch me, but
no
Pau
one
has
can catch her, but
flashbacks.
she'll be noticed.
Yeah, she has a flashback back to the time she pretended to be an old woman and immediately got arrested.
Pascal thinks for a second before going, oh, and he takes out he pulls around his backpack and he roots around inside of it before putting it back on. And he takes out a kind of like a little crushed hat and he pushes it, reshapes it, then he puts it on, and
Yeah.
suddenly turns into someone entirely different.
Nice. The hat
Heck
of
yeah.
disguise.
Yeah, my brother got us all
Oh, yeah, I was about to
one
say,
of these.
then. Yeah.
So I can use this one, Pal, if you should have one still, and Sada, I think one was given to you. Maybe you can give it to Thurman.
Yeah, sure. Here, I give
You
it
can
to
just
Thurman.
like hide.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Akio probably
Nobody
needs.
knows who I am.
You wear golden armor.
Oh right, yeah, that. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I'm so humble.
Uh-huh.
I guess I could.
I just remember Sada has a potion of not being hungry in her inventory.
What?
I
Ah,
forget.
yeah.
I forget
No.
what it was
You have
from.
liquid rations. Yeah,
Yes.
you have like. That's like what, a week's worth of
I think
rations.
it's
Like
20 days worth. I think.
oh, excuse me, it's 20 days of rations. Don't drink
Why
it all at
does-
once.
No.
Oh,
Um,
Why does her? Why
I was
does
just
her?
looking. Well, I was looking for my inventory and I just noticed that.
Why does our group hate eating so much?
inconvenient.
It's true.
God
Yeah.
damn it. It's goddamn Polonian.
I give Thurman the hat of the skies that's deep in my inventory.
Okay. Unfortunately, that still leaves Akio.
Yes.
I could.
Let me see
I
here.
guess I could. I could just take my armor off, but I don't have another set of armor.
I'm not wearing any clothes under my armor.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
just
that's
as long as
the
you're in
big
the city, I think you're most recognizable for that armor. So if you're just
Yeah,
like a guy with a big bulky backpack,
fine. Gonna be so weird. All right, everybody, wait here while I try out outfits.
I mean, aren't you wearing like clothes underneath? I'll just help you take
Oh,
the
no.
armor off now. So
Oh,
I mean, it's
was
gonna
ex-
take you a long time without help. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically the same stuff that I'm wearing. Or
All
I
right,
wear.
cool.
I'm not wearing it now, specifically because it would attract attention.
The
Yeah.
day we
But,
all learned Akio wears nothing on underneath it. Oh
No, I
The
did that
horrible
once. Get
chafing.
chafed.
Oh no.
Oof.
No, don't you worry. I don't do that. Not after last time. It was awful. But yeah. All right, help me out.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't take too long, about 10 minutes, and you do it as quietly as possible. But yeah, your armor is soon stowed in a pack, and you are just wearing clothes underneath. Whatever
This is so
clothes you do wear underneath.
guys, this is so weird. I feel like a turtle without a shell.
You know you might want to like not wear your armor all the time. That has to be. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going. That bear at this point breaks in and goes, if we're all done with this,
Yes.
whatever this is, we need to get moving. And again, quietly, we're not where we need to be yet. So,
Yes, let's go.
for those of
Oh,
you
yeah.
who are
sorry.
just trying not to be seen, I need stealth checks. And for those of you who are
What about Tonu and Kubo? Where are they going?
they are being Batfire speaks to them briefly, and they go with the 3 guys who covered up the ship.
Okay, cool.
They're going to be in a safe house here. We
All right.
can't, well, A, fit, but B, it's not where we want to be.
Yeah. Alright, sorry for interrupting you, Sal. I just wanted to check that.
No, that makes sense. But still, I need those of you who are disguising yourselves to roll a disguise check, remembering that the hat of disguise gives you a plus 10. And those of you that are stealthing, I need you to stealth.
Oh, no, I'd be so much better doing the stealth route.
You could still do that and give the hat of disguise to someone else.
Well, actually, with the plus 10, it's only a 2-point difference, so it really depends on the roll, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, see, it depends on the roll, like I said. Yeah.
All right. Well, Paulina, an 18 is quite a good disguise, really. What do you disguise yourself as?
Oh, I get to pick with the hat. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as generic as I can be.
Okay.
Sort of.
You
Perfectly
turn into a
generic.
gray blob.
Well, no. I don't know. I think about some person in town I've seen just going about their shopping, and I just become that person.
Okay. You become an extremely generic-looking Hadanese peasant.
Yeah.
Pascal asks you for suggestions on who he should be.
Akio.
Maybe I should be like an admiral, or like.
Probably something that doesn't attract any attention at all, or even interest.
You should you should turn into an arrow tower.
Oh, a couple of 18s. Wow.
Although that's actually before his hat disguise. So Pascal's disguise is a 28.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
So whatever he is it flawlessly.
Arrow tower for funny.
What? All right.
Yeah.
Pascal is now a Eastern or Western Irotar. He's in the volcano.
I'll let Pal choose that.
Why?
I don't know. Do you want a cat boy, or do you want a furry?
would fit a little bit better, right? I think.
There are more in this area of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Pascal is now he basically just looks like himself, only an Irator.
Nice.
So, with flowing sort of black hair, and he basically looks like whatchamacallit, a Catboy Fabio. So,
Cat boy Fabio.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
versus Thurman, who has become a exceptionally good rendition of just a very same route as you, Paulina. He has just become an exceptionally generic-looking peasant of Oromai. It's like he looked at a some local washing that was hung up to dry, and he just copied it, and now he looks like a guy in that. He gives you a thumbs up.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's at this point that Sonata pipes up and goes, guys?
Yeah?
What do I do?
Oh shit, yeah.
He might not be well known enough
That too, yeah.
to need one, but he does stand out.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What is he dressed like? What's his attire?
Well, Sonata's attire is basically a robe. I think I forget what it's called. A sort of, but anyway, it's a robe that sort of Japanese samurai robe leaves the right half of his right shoulder and a chest area open. So I'm trying to think of what it's called, but it's kind of what like Mitsurugi wears or did wear
Yeah,
in Soul Calibur 2.
I could see it. With the big pants.
Yes, with the big pants.
Yeah. I forget what those pants are called. Yep.
All
Or Soul
right.
Calibur 2, one of them. But yeah. So
Can I make a disguise check to attempt to make him blend in?
sure.
All right. See if I roll good. I rolled pretty good.
You did. You don't have a disguise kit, so you just basically take local mud and whatever you can find in people's packs, and you somehow turn him into a exceptionally good facsimile of a teen.
Nice.
But so long as nobody like looks at him too closely, and also he's probably gonna want to remove this as soon as he can because it's gross. But anyway, with this all set up, you manage to make your way out of the landing area. Batbar leading you forward through the darkened streets. The city is quite quiet. The occasional drunk or beggar or guard being the lone exceptions. As you make your way through this quite dingy portion of town, Batbar leading you across until finally you start hearing the sounds of music and laughter and sort of ebullience, some the occasional cheering, the occasional whistling. As you round a corner and he begins leading you towards a sort of larger building, through which you can see the sort of gentle light coming out onto the street through slatted windows, and it appears to be where it's coming from. He leads you forward and opens the door, and you are quickly ushered inside into a tavern. Very crowded. It smells strongly of spilled beer and other imbibements, filled with various working men and women who are cheering on a few dancers on different tables. It is a raucous and almost oppressive place with the amount of noise in it. Immediately, you are unable to speak to each other unless you yell at each other or whisper into your beads.
Yes.
The overwhelming sights and sounds of the room are distracted a bit from your left as a large figure approaches Batfire. A centaur, about 8 feet tall, his head just slightly below the ceiling, and he is ducking slightly. Goes towards him, and you can't hear what Batfire says, but they say something back and forth before the centaur jerks his head, and Batfire gestures for you to follow.
All right. I follow.
Right.
I don't know about the rest of the party. Do they follow?
No.
No?
I'm
Okay.
gonna sit. I'm gonna sit at this bar. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna follow.
Okay, you begin to follow. You follow this new figure. Could you make perception checks for me, please?
Back to my
Okay.
computer.
Where are you?
And the kitchen. I had put some chicken in the oven.
Oh, that sounds real good right now.
Well, Akio and Paulina, I would like perception checks from you as well.
Oh, I'm about to roll it. Don't you worry. I've rolled it. It's 19.
Very good. Very excellent, Paulina. Good job. Wonderful rolling. Way to click that button.
Yeah.
I always forget where perception is. Oh, skills, yes. I'm getting confused with Pathfinder 2e.
Yeah.
Or there we go. Nice.
Fancy Pants Pathfinder 2e. Okay. So, Akio, there's a bunch of dancers here. Exotic dancers.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna look at him.
It's distracting.
Yeah.
Sada, it is distracting, but not so distracting that you don't notice in one of the corners a group of people who aren't paying attention to the dancers or to the bar, but rather to a sort of strange looking person. Deep purple robes obscuring a body and a pale white mask obscuring a face, though it's obvious from the two horns that emerge from the top of his hood that he is a fiend.
Hey, that's me.
Most interesting. Wonder who this mysterious person can be.
That's me.
Apparently, it's
He
I don't know
just
who that is.
Why is he just repeatedly saying that's me?
I don't know. Alina, you also knows this person. What Sada does not knows, but you do, is that their eyes, which are all one color, so it's very difficult to actually note where they're looking, but you can tell. There is slight differentiations between the sclera and pupil in Athene's eye. And you spot that he is actually following you with his eyes as you walk through the room.
Yeah.
And eventually you all are sort of ushered into this private room.
But he's looking
There is
at the crappy theme cosplay I put the Sonata in.
Yes. It's actually a very good theme cosplay, only it is literally crappy. You get into a private room, apparently already occupied. There's a pair of drunken sots in a booth in this private room, which the centaur clops over to, grabs both by by the backs of their shirts, and carries them as they begin waking up and complaining and struggling out of the room, throwing them into the main area, and before ushering the rest of you in. He then closes the door behind him, and the sound is muffled enough that you can speak to each other. In fact, it's wholly muffled.
Oh, cool.
You can't hear anything as soon as he shuts the door.
Magic private room.
And he looks at you. This is a powerful looking centaur. Muscular, well built in both the equine and human portions. And he looms above all of you, in fact, as he approaches Batbyar.
Which
I
vampire?
wave my hand at him.
The Prince Batbyar.
Oh, okay.
I said, "Hey, man."
He's not looking at you,
Oh, okay.
Sada. He approaches the smaller Batbyar and looks down before finally opening his mouth and going, "Oh my God, Batbyar, I missed you so much!" and grabs him up into his arms. Basically snaps Batbyar's spine by hugging
Damn.
him.
Rest in peace.
Spins around once before putting him down again. Oh, you look so good. I can't even begin to imagine. Oh, when they said that you were coming and you contacted me and you said you were coming, I was so like, oh my God, I haven't seen him for years. What's he going to look like? Hey, did you do the thing? No. Oh, okay. Are these like your, hi?
Hi.
I'm Batoglu. Everyone calls me Bo.
I'm Sada.
You must be right, the Hadanese people.
Yeah. We have a centaur
You're
too, but he's an half orc right now. I point at Batfire. Our Batfire.
he.
I just look at you like we don't even. It hasn't even been. Okay.
That's weird, but okay. You know what? No, it's not weird. I'm sorry. I support you. You are a centaur.
Batfire just blinks like. This is like he. Okay, thank you. Remind me to
nice
take my. Yeah.
So this is my bar. This is my tavern, my inn. It's called bows because I'm not very imaginative.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a place where you can all stay and, do your thing. And as long as you are in the city, this will be a place where you can be. This room, no one else is going to use it. If anyone tries to get in and without your permission or mine, I'll tear their arms off. So don't you worry.
Cool.
So can I get you anything? I think it's been a long journey. You all look a little, sweaty, kind of look tired, a little
Yeah.
drawn. I can get you some bedding, some, well, I'll just get you things. You all just relax. You put your things down, and I can't wait to meet all of you. But I'll let you actually set up first. I'll send a couple people in that I'll send in, and they'll bring your things in. If you want to order anything from them, you just tell them, or you can go outside and go into the bar. Don't worry, people won't remember you. I'll make sure that the drinks are strong here. Okay.
All right.
Oh my god, I haven't had guests like this in so long. Vampire, you look great. And with that, the centaur swirls around, opens the door, and you've never seen a centaur sachet before, but now you have, as he very quickly makes his way out and
Sada
off.
looks at NPC Batbar and says, "He seems like a nice guy."
Bo's a very good friend.
I'm so used to a certain expectation with my people. That was just kind of a culture shock. Huh.
I'll
That's
be honest, Bo, didn't fit in with the Darmor Confederacy view of what makes up a Kashite. But you're more Hadanese anyway, so
yeah. Should I take
anyway.
the pendant off and see what he reacts when he sees me? It could be funny.
I think it'd be funny. Yeah.
Sure.
I take off the. I.
All right.
We're
The room was feeling kind of full before with 10 people in it. Actually, no, it's only 8, but still. But yeah. Anyway, Bat Bear suddenly takes up a lot more space than before.
Nice. Hey, can we undisguise the others now? Can we get the mud
that
off
makes sense.
off of Sonato?
There is a wash basin and actually there's a little small door that you can open and find that there's actually a full bath, and also a separate room that has a commode in it. But you are this whole room. Eventually, a couple of people come in. They start moving some tables out and putting some like bedding down so that the booths at the edges of the rooms turn into different berths for actually fairly comfortable sized beds in between them. And yeah, eventually Bo comes back in and goes, okay, so you should all be set up to. Oh my god, you are a centaur.
See?
I always believed in myself, and you know what? Here I am, always the center I wanted to be. Sorry.
You didn't say you'd be taking along someone like that.
Oh, by the way, just to make things even more confusing, nice to meet you. I'm Batpire. He's a prince.
Oh
I'm
my
not.
god, you're also named Batfire?
Yeah.
That must have been so confusing. That's so funny. Oh my, you are really beefy.
Yeah.
Huh. Uh,
Anyhow,
what?
no,
Oh,
I'm gonna put.
yeah. So yeah, this is my this is no, I told you that. I'm sorry, I'm getting um distracted. Let's get back to where we're going. So you're Sada, you're
Yes.
Fatfire,
Uh-huh.
the large one. Um, and I've met or I've heard of Thurman. I recognize you by description. Hi. Um, you have some other people here that I don't quite recognize.
Yes. I'll let them
Uh,
Oh
introduce
yeah.
themselves.
Hello, I'm Akio Arata. Don't
hello.
know. Sorry.
That voice is new.
I have to put on an impression too. Look, Vampire being all cool and shit.
You
Sorry,
don't have
Vampire.
anyone to impress here, darling. You can be just who you want to be.
Oh well, I'm Akio Arata, and
Nice to meet you.
I
I'm
like your
Bo.
I like your barbo.
Well, you haven't even been to my bar.
I know,
Well,
but I can tell.
Are the
Trust-
disguise hats? I don't remember how they work. Are they like a once a day hat? Can you put them on and take them off
they last as long as you want them to.
multiple times?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
really no limit to a hat of disguise.
then the hat can come off. Then that's nice.
Oh, it's
Oh
still gonna
my
come off.
God, you're so cute.
Thanks.
She's so tiny.
Yeah.
Ha!
Pleasure to meet you. Pow.
Hi, pal. I'm Bo. And as Pascal takes off his hat, and oh my, Batfire, what are you doing to me? You could have warned me. I'm hi. I'm Bo. Hi, I'm Pascal. I'm Pow's partner. Oh, nice to meet you.
Pow winks at Bo.
Wonk.
As he's sort of turning past, he like leans down to you and goes, "Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hating you right now, but it's okay. I love you." He's then asks you if you want any food or drink, and soon you're made quite comfortable. And remember, if I see anybody try to get into this room and they don't have any of our permission, I will tear their arms off. I can
Okay.
do it. I'm sure you could do it better than me, but he says, looking at Babar, but yeah, just call me if you need anything. And yeah, I'll be back once the night's over or the shift is over. Um, and just to help out and ask you if you need anything else and to visit repeatedly. Anyway, bye. He turns around, exits.
Yeah, he sure seems
And
like that buyer.
he closes the door. And as he does so, you realize that there is, or has been for some time, someone behind it.
Ah!
Jake, would you describe your character?
Yeah, so he is about just under 6 feet tall. You can't really see most of his skin except for his hands because his hands are he doesn't wear gloves, so he can use a set of cards that he has. He's kind of not stocky, but he's not thin. Um, as you guys see him after he's done after he'd finished kind of appraising you guys, he was talking just like are we in a room where there are we're in a room where there are other people here now. It's just kind of like a more private space, right?
The private space, no, has been given totally over
Yeah, to us.
to the
Okay.
party.
I say, Bat Bear, rip his arms off.
So wait, then I'm sorry. I just make sure I'm not confused. Am I in that space right now, or I'm back in the
Yes.
main room?
You are in that space.
Yeah, you were hiding
Okay.
behind the open door. Like it
Also,
was
what
opened
is
into the...
the color of your flesh?
Like pale white, like classic Thien look, you know, like
Actually,
alabaster white.
right.
A
It's actually
real
quite an
creep.
uncommon for
Really?
a theme to have absolutely white skin. Yeah.
I've always pictured them as having like absolutely white skin.
No, Athene have red to purple.
Well,
Nice.
I
It
always
can
Nice.
assumed they
also
were
be occasionally
Homestuck
blue.
trolls,
Yeah, well, sorry, I never really intended them to be.
but I liked it. Oh.
I'm sorry.
well, this
But
one is alabaster white. Whether
Man.
that be
oh,
they do some like weird,
Albino. He's albino,
yeah,
baby.
I guess he's albino.
that's cool with me.
All right. Um, and from behind,
Not
from
that,
what? I'm sorry, good.
I'm sorry, you just you missed a part of his look. So actually, you might which you might be going through presently. So ignore me. Just keep going.
Well, I was going to say what Pal had noticed that Sada did not necessarily see is that his eyes are a solid purple. They're not like a glowy purple, more like a glassy look.
Oh.
Um, so he's wearing a kind of ornate, fancy-ish looking silk robes, along with some almost at a glance they would almost look feathery, but they aren't. Shoulder pads. And on his back, he has a staff made of a quarterstaff of weird-looking wood. And I'm sorry, Sals. Was there another point that you were getting at? Is there something that I'm forgetting about my own character?
His face.
Oh yeah. Oh, his face. He is wearing a mask. The mask that is a very neutral, non-distinct humanoid mask. There's
Nice.
is no like. It's not like a jester's thing or anything like that. It is just.
Just
It
a
is a
blank
simple
white mask.
plain white mask that is meant to conceal a face while giving some semblance of a face.
Any
Okay.
of you could roll knowledge local.
Also, Sal's, I wanted to make sure, like, when he said he was on the door, he meant, like, the door was open inward like this, right? And he was, like, behind it?
Yes.
Okay, I figured. That he somehow appeared there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe with magic. Also, knowledge local. Here, I will make an attempt. Oh, never mind.
No, he belongs here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. It doesn't mean anything to you.
I'm not trained in that.
Roll it anyway.
Okay.
You live in Viven. You might have. Yes. The featureless white mask, the ornate robes, the deck. This guy, if he's not Collegian, is taking cues from Collegian culture. And you know, Paulina, that where Collegians go, typically danger follows. For reference, third daughter, the shadow dancer assassin that Luella Sensi had hired.
Ah.
She was a Collegian shadow dancer. On the bright side, shadow dancers don't typically dress in bright purple robes.
Yeah. To give an exact purple tone, because I chose a very specific purple because I liked how it looks. It is called Imperial or Tyrian purple. It's kind of a reddish purple.
Nice.
But
It's
let me.
purple that when you're born in the purple. That's a Byzantine reference to you guys.
Yeah, but I posted the tone.
Cool.
It's nice. It's a nice
Yeah.
color.
It is.
And so It's as I'm left alone in the room with you guys.
Sada goes, "Holy shit! Vampire ripped his arms off."
Wait, sorry, what? Oh,
I
am I killing somebody? Ah, bad
I hold
fire rips.
I hold up one finger
Ah.
and I say Sadaryudo.
That's me.
Yes,
That leaves me with even less faith that we shouldn't rip your arms off.
understandable.
I just
I
want you to know that if I rip your arms off, I'm gonna beat you to death with your own arms. I'm really good at that.
fun. Very good vampire.
Why are you speaking to me like on a first name basis? That's weird.
How do you know who
And
we are?
Yeah.
well, the cards told me. They
Oh,
told me to come here and that I would meet somebody auspicious, and the only thing of note in anywhere in this area, in this region of the world, is the burgeoning rebellion of your island. Now, suddenly, strange travelers show up, and one turns from one race to another in the blink of an eye. Thus, you are Sadarito. You are the rebellion against the shogunate. And you are who I wanted to see.
Uh, who
shall I
Oh,
rip his
well.
arms off?
who are you?
Boss?
What do you want?
Oh, I apologize, and he takes a deep bow, and it's not like a condescending bow. It is a sincere, like respectful bow. Uh, I am Locale Vina Lo Croceres Crea Claist Aria. Mouthful. I apologize. Theme names, of course. I am. I'm something of a. I guess the layman would describe me as a fate reader.
A
You're a
fate
fortune
reader.
teller.
No, not so simple as I'm not reading the movements of the stars. I'm a pronoi.
Do you have a ball?
You
No,
would,
sorry.
you guys would know what the word that he just said, or at least actually, pow. You had
Renoi?
the good word. You had the good brain
The
check.
good brain, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you would recognize the word pronoi. A pronoi is a expert in the use of a pronos deck, which many hold to have strange divinatory powers.
Do you express as such to the party?
Yeah, he reads cards.
Yeah.
Crystal ball.
Uh, maybe would a demonstration, perhaps? Would you like a reading? Normally, I charge money. It's how I make my living traveling. But I figure an explanation of sorts is due.
I mean, uh,
Yeah.
I'm still wondering why you're here.
Well, because I'm seeking how to explain it. It sounds simple, and that's really because it is. I'm just seeking things of interest. And even far in Ardania, past the mountains of where Gangdong resides, that everybody has been talking of the rebellion, and just
Wait, what?
I was interested. I was interested in what you have done. You've brought together a truly remarkably eclectic group of individuals.
So your interest is purely out of
Academic.
an academic, yeah. Okay.
I hold no loyalty to any nation. I am not beholden to any master. I lived in a small enclave of learned people for many years until I moved. I left to see the world and gain knowledge that wasn't found in books.
This weirdo telling the truth.
Uh,
He
I
says
mean,
most. Yeah.
yeah,
I rolled a
you got a 37.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, he seems entirely sincere to you.
How physically relaxes a little.
That is what. I didn't realize people all the way in Averon knew about us.
Well, it's more so people. You go into a tavern and they say, "Oh, I hear that that little rebellion in Sarugu is doing some work these days. They took over the whole island." And from there, it's extrapolating. I did a Pronos reading for myself, and the cards told me that I should find this. Yeah, I should
Okay.
partake.
Show me your fortune telling abilities. Then.
Okay,
Yeah.
happily.
Okay.
Tell me, if you had to, sorry, this is my first time doing this, of course. If you had to boil down the essence of what you seek to do here, how would you describe it? It could be as simple or as complex as you'd like. It does not matter.
To return Bathayar to his rightful place.
Okay. Sorry, I'm also using I'm using a program that I found on the internet to do hero readings.
I see.
All right.
Fun.
And how many people are here right now?
8, I think. 9 with you.
Fantastic. 8 people. Okay. All right. So he sits down on the floor and pulls out a deck that has various weird things drawn on it. There's one of a paladin, there's one of a keep, there's a locksmith or the rabbit prince. And the first 3 cards that he draws are one of an owl, one of Rakshasa, I hate that word, and one of a locksmith. And he explains that, I apologize, I'm getting all nervous. I want to do this right.
Take your time, Locale, and also Jake.
Yes. So, the owl represents wisdom, but not any sort of wisdom born of kindness, but it represents harsh natural order. It is a clever hunter and wise in knowing when to flee. That it is shown in the neutral position shows... Shit. Words. Hey, doing a tarot reading is hard. You guys know that?
I do know
No.
that, yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
That such a figure is shown in the neutral position reveals that your place here is tenuous right now. The place where you have been in the grand scheme is tenuous. You are bucking against the natural order. Moving on to the Rakshasa. Rakshasa. I hate that fucking word. He says that out loud.
Freak's character entirely.
Kyo stares at Betbayar and she's like, yeah? Eh?
Then the Rakshasa represents domination, slavery, the control of minds. You've encountered individuals who exerted absolute terror and control through their strength. Am I correct?
Yes.
This, this would be alluding to the Seven Sorrows out of character.
Yes.
Mhm.
But that it is shown in this position, and the fact that it's flipped upside down, you were able to overcome this. Whether permanently or temporarily, that's not for me to know. But your will was able to triumph theirs, to triumph the domination that they represented. And lastly, the locksmith. There is something out there, Sada, that will unlock the keys that are to your fate. You will find a tool one day, be it now, be it tomorrow or years from now, but for good or ill, it will guide you to where you are ultimately going. And I'm just to abridge this a bit, he does go through the remainder of it. And it's generally pretty cryptic. Some of it's kind of on the nose. And yeah,
Seems like a bunch of cryptic generalizations.
you can take that as such. It is not my job to convince you. It is my job to read the cards and interpret them as best I can.
You get that cynical response from Sada. However, almost immediately as you finish replying, Pascal pushes up to the front and goes, "Do me."
That's good.
All right. Um, and Pascal, he draws. Let's hang on. Let me go back to the list real quick.
Are
So
you looking at like Pathfinder specific cards?
it's here. I'll link the list of hero cards that I'm working off of.
Yeah. I think that's fun.
Yes.
It is very fun. So this time I drew the winged serpent, which represents good wisdom, and Pascal, you represent an understanding between the towers of knowledge and judgment.
Oh,
Now, I understand that you are, from what I heard, you're something of a businessman, right?
how did he know that?
I heard it in a tavern while I was sailing, after
Yeah.
it reached the Broken Coast.
Oh,
So, you're a
He also
businessman.
he probably passed through the event as well.
Pow, you are close with that buyer, yes?
Mm.
Not that buyer, Pascal, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He's bright, correct? A shrewd
Mm-hmm.
businessman?
Mm-hmm.
But unlike many others, does he use his knowledge, his acumen for ill? Does he take advantage of those he would do business with?
Of course not. He's a good man.
No,
oh.
that's the cards taught me it as such. Good on you. Pascal.
Thanks,
Uh,
cards. That's so dumb. Do I get another card? You drew 3 for
mhm.
Sada.
I
Oh,
also drew the Tangled Briar.
So what?
It's how to describe it. It's a little bit more esoteric. It is a thing or a creature that might have influence on something. What that something is, unfortunately, this one is one of the ones that is honestly the foggiest. Because it could be the deal that makes your company globe spanning. It could be the illness that infirms you for the rest of your days.
Huh.
But something will happen, something will change that will change you and will change really everything. And finally, I drew the Wanderer.
But I don't want anything to change. I'm pretty happy with how things are. Or maybe I do.
Don't think too much about it.
I can't help it. That's what I do.
The Wanderer, they are a collector who appreciates things that that others would consider junk. However, I did draw this in the reverse position, which means the opposite is true. So you don't really appreciate things that are junk. So if I were to hand you a broken sextant, you'd probably think it was just a broken sextant.
I mean, yeah, objectively it is.
Yeah, pretty clear cut.
Hal leans over and touches that reversed card and says, or perhaps it means he's a collector of things with great value.
Hmm.
Him being a businessman dealing in expensive art objects, etc., etc.
That is true. I do deal in a lot of magic items.
That is true.
And not that I possess you, but I did find you, he says,
That's a weird
That's
looking at
line to
you,
go
pal.
through, Pascal.
that's very sweet. The thing is, these fortune tellings is not so much reading cards, but it's reading the person the cards are being drawn for. What do you actually have to offer us?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
are you
I
just going to
am.
be like hanging around and being cryptic?
No, I would be, of
Yeah.
course, more than happy to lend my assistance in terms of all things magical and mundane. I am an
We
accomplished
could use
magician.
somebody like that.
Um, and just as a show of what I can do, uh, he points at a table, like just like a small table, like there's just like a little corner table in the room, and he casts the spell Resilient Sphere, which surrounds the object as if a wall of force, but it's a sphere.
Oh,
Try to rip that thing's legs off, Fat Bear.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Try it.
try
Yeah,
to
try it.
try
Try it.
it.
Yeah.
Like with my arms, or should I,
I
Yeah,
think
with your
she
arms.
just. mm.
Okay. All right. Grab.
I guess
Uh,
make a strength check.
Are you ready? I'm really okay.
Tell me what it is.
Goodbye.
I mean,
Oh,
can you really get a grip on it? It is
It is a
literally as per the
sphere,
wall of force. Yeah,
but you can't. It's a sphere. You can put your hand on either side
that's true.
and just squeeze. What was the result? I'm currently sitting in
7.
my
Oh,
living room
that's
chair
Akia.
and
That's
Oh,
not Fat
whoops.
Bear. You fool.
My
try
bad.
again.
Akio flexes for some reason.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
reloading. I'll
pathetic,
see in a
pathetic
second.
flex.
all right. Goodbye. 22.
Vampire, uh, you find where the sphere is because it's invisible, but it's semi-visible. You can kind of tell where it is. You put your hands on either side, and you're suddenly all of your gigantic sinews are put into relief as they simultaneously activate to crush this sphere. But with a grunt of severe effort, you put all of the might of your chest and arms into this, and it resolutely defies your ability to collapse it.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Okay, wait. Let me try this with a hammer.
Well, that might be a little more capable. It is simply a sphere of energy. It's not, invulnerable,
Oh,
but
okay. Just so we're clear.
oh no,
Okay.
you're very strong. I that much I can see.
Okay.
I could have cast scripted hallucination on Vampire. That would have been fun.
He could have
Don't.
hallucinated that he crushed the sphere.
No.
Scripted hallucination is actually very funny. You essentially create the holodeck for one person.
That's very
Awesome.
neat.
Um,
That would seem to have all sorts of applications.
yeah. Um, so yes, I would be more than happy to lend my magical abilities to whatever cause you deem, most important.
Alright. I'm impressed.
Also, and then I brought along a small friend of mine. And I kind of he ruffles his robe a little bit to get it to come out, but it finally does, and it is a little mote of ethereal energy.
Ah.
He's got a little wisp familiar.
Ah, cute. What do you guys think? I look at the rest of the party.
I mean,
Uh,
I have a problem in that our new friend here stands out.
Yes.
No offense, dude, but
I mean, I could
you
change.
look like a collision fell into a wine press.
Yeah. Do you
Very
know this?
clever.
Do you know this guy's self spell?
No. But you know what's a great way to disguise myself?
Yeah.
Changing.
Ah.
Nice. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you just want to wear regular clothes, I guess. But you're still an albino fiend.
True. There's
Yeah,
not much I could do to change that.
pretty striking. Yeah, that's sort of the point. Okay. All right. Well,
I mean, he's also not from. He's not from our rebellion or anything, so it's not like anybody knows who he really is.
No,
That's
yeah,
true.
I have no affiliation.
That's true. All right.
And we could use
How
somebody
did you get in here?
I walked.
invisibility.
No, I just walked in. They
Oh.
just didn't pay attention to me.
Okay.
I thought I was very interesting. I, figured that somebody would say something. How noticed me, but I just kind of walked in. Oh, if you want, I could teach you. Like, I could give you kind of like a picture history of like my whole thing. Uh,
Okay.
if you want to, just okay. Hang on, Sada. I just need you to touch my hand real quick. Promise,
Okay.
it's nothing malicious.
Okay. Batbar with his arms off is something malicious.
Okay, that's fair. And when you do, I cast the spell Mind Link,
Ah.
which I link my mind to that of a touched creature to swiftly communicate a large amount of complex information in an instant.
So I know your
I
entire backstory.
Well, limited to any amount of information that otherwise could be
Yeah.
communicated in 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And it comes in a series of visual images and emotional sensations and is not language dependent.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right.
Sada, you got the gist of this dude, and yeah, he's trustworthy.
Okay.
I give you finger guns.
But was
Why
it a
are you
real
wearing-
story though?
Why are you wearing a mask?
Whomst?
Personal preference.
Okay. Are you going to be wearing that mask the whole time?
You know, I suppose not. I suppose I should probably take it off when I don't want to feel quite so mysterious. You know,
It would be
ostentatious way, I
nice to
suppose.
know who we're working with.
All right, yeah, and he takes off his mask. He doesn't have any facial hair. In fact, he is completely bald. Stark white skin, as said before, and you see those glassy purple eyes.
All right.
Okay. It just sort of looks like your skin got slightly less white.
It's not a great mask, I suppose. It's just I
Well, I mean, one is flesh, one is clearly porcelain, so no, it disguises who you are fine. I guess.
But yeah, we always do seem to have a problem not having anybody who's versed in magical arts. So it'd probably be useful to have someone like you around.
well, I would be
And I
happy to
do know
lend
your
it.
entire backstory now.
At one point, it's sorry, it sounds I guess I should I'm gonna send you a DM of a spell I have.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's when it says that, it really refers to not necessarily a literal alien.
No, it just use form of the dragon. Excuse me. I know you. Apologies, but
It's just weird dragons,
Hey, weird dragons are cool.
I
like a
know
dream dragon.
they don't. I don't really. I haven't figured them into my game yet.
Yes.
Fine, I'll just use form of the boring dragon.
It's the one that. What? You turn into a dragon.
Form of the boring dragon.
Yeah, but he could be
There it
a
is.
space dragon.
Boom. Form of the boring dragon.
Anyway,
Yeah, form of the alien dragon slaps as a spell. It's so cool. Time dragons.
so yeah, it's at this time. Uh, at this point, the door opens again, letting the sound of the bar once again um, erupt into the room. And Bo returns carrying a tray of various drinks and like a charcuterie board.
Hey.
And he goes, "I'm back. I brought drinks. Who's this? You were not in here before."
I was actually. I walked in not maybe about 20 or 30 minutes ago before you guys came, and I just kind of was here.
Bo nods, gently puts down the tray, and puts both of his hands on your shoulders, and looks over at Sada and Batfire and goes, "So, do I need to?"
Nah, I think he's all right.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
He magically showed me his
He
backstory.
he like wipes off your the dust from your shoulders and then pats you on top of the head.
Yeah. I wanted to I was very intrigued by their entire mission, and I had to join.
Okay. Well, again, if any of you want to go into the bar area for tonight, it's open, but I understand if you just all want to get to
Yes.
sleep and let me know if you need anything. Especially you, he says, looking at Pathfinder. And winking, he walks out the door.
Isn't that nice of him, Bat Bear?
Um,
Apologies, my. What was that? Hello?
hello.
I heard that.
He's making advances on you, but
Oh,
Sada's being very oblivious about it.
what was said to me?
He asked if you needed anything, just tell him. And
And then he winked at you.
Oh, I don't need anything. Thank you.
And Sada was like, he's sure nice. He's sure being nice to you, huh, Bat Bear?
Yes.
So nice of the princess to invite us over for cake, hey Luigi.
There's...
now that you have been introduced to Locale, what would you guys like to do before settling in? Don't everybody speak up at once.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So I guess NPC Bat Bear. I refer to him. Ask him what to tell us. What he can tell us about everything that's going on. What the plan is.
All right. The Darmor Confederacy is in the area. This is the realm of the Confederacy. We are going to head north to the Eye of Lakul. It's a ocean, not an ocean. It's a sea between three mountains to the north of here.
Okay.
It's a major um, point of journey for the various nomadic clans. And I have it on good authority that my clan is in the area. As my clan's typical route is just around the eye and around its mountains. I'm going to challenge my uncle for the rulership of my clan. And once he's dead, I'm going to inform the Khan that I am seceding from the Confederacy. At which point he will come to the Eye to try and kill us, and then we kill him.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah. I wish it was that simple with the Shogun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very direct here in Kesh. So there's two questions though. One, how do we want to kill him? Because if it's just in battle, a new Khan might just pick up, or a great Khan will just pick up where he left off. If it's gloriously. If we embarrass him, he could suffer a leadership crisis. Okay, let me it's hard to explain this all in one go. I am trying to get the Great Khan's empire to collapse on itself
Yeah.
so that my clan doesn't have to worry about being absorbed again.
Yeah. Like us and Sarugu with the Shogun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only I have no interest in ruling all of Kesh. I just want my clan back.
Yeah.
To do that, it's not going to be easy as just challenging the Great Khan. Also, the other thing is that the Great Khan is like a monster centaur that um, can crush stones with his hands,
Oh,
and
Monster Centaur.
is he bigger than Batfire?
I don't know. I've never seen him
You never
before.
seen him? Okay.
No, but I do know that he like soloed a dragon.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why he's um, called Dragon Teeth. Occasionally, he's
So
got them as a well, as a necklace, and also one of his weapons is made out of them because the tooth is big enough to be like a lance.
Jesus.
It was a large dragon.
So
It's a
how do we
giant
embarrass a guy like
bird.
that in combat?
Um, I have a couple ideas. I'm just concerned that it might just have to be me.
Ah, yeah.
But there's the problem that there is a chain of command in the Confederacy. We need to knock out a bunch of it at once.
Okay.
So I might need some friends of mine to challenge some other cons
Okay.
and cause a bunch of succession crises.
Yes, yes.
And this is going to be really violent and awful.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. But that's how
Yeah,
the
that's how they
Great
do it
Khan
in
has set
catch.
it up.
Yeah.
No, that's
Oh,
not how they necessarily do it in Kesh. That's
that's
how
how
the
the
Great
cons do it?
Khans.
Yeah.
I will be a Khan.
Oh, the great cons. You know what I mean.
No, I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
The clan that formed the Dharma Confederacy, the Great Khan's clan, is a violent and vicious one. There are other clans that aren't. Mine is not a, well, we've had our moments, but typically we're not exactly cruel. And that's what I'd like to return to.
Hmm.
And, if I have Haruno as an ally, I might be able to project that as a way of being in Eastern Cache. But yeah. So yeah, but yeah, first things first, I gotta murder my uncle.
Yes.
That one I don't feel too bad about. He kind of betrayed my dad.
Yeah.
And then my dad got torn apart by horses.
That's not good.
No.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry.
uh,
This is me, GM Steve, laughing. Remembering a line in the second Borat movie.
I haven't seen it.
At one point the Kazakh government threatens Borat in that he needs to succeed at his task in the movie, or he will be executed. They will they will tie each of his legs to a yak, which will be driven in different directions by Uzbeks wielding radishes.
Oh.
And the first time I heard that, I died. It's so specific and dumb.
Well, okay.
Okay. So yeah. So yeah, once we take care of your uncle, the great Khan big centaur dude will show up, right?
I mean, he'll have to gather his. Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, he doesn't agree to the challenges and instead just destroys us with his numberless horde of Keshite warriors, overwhelming us in a cloud of arrows that will darken the sun before whatever's left of us is trampled beneath their numberless hooves.
Mm-hmm.
So there is the risk of that happening, which is kind of why I want to be near the eye so that we can use it as a potential escape route.
Yes.
Of course, if that happens, my clan will might have a problem. So I'm probably not going to be using them as a backup there. It'll just be us. Otherwise, my clan could potentially get massacred.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
Got any questions?
Nope.
Here's all thought out. Don't die.
Well, you said we're all gonna probably be challenging different members of the Great Khans, right? Of their leaders or the leadership structure.
Yes,
Yeah. Are they all gonna be in the same place, or are we gonna have to like?
I'm hoping.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm expecting everybody to come together, at once.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be it.
All right. Yeah, I guess
All right, when do we start?
I guess tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah. Let's get rested up and then we ride out tomorrow. Hopefully we can get some horses here. I hope.
All right, good night.
Oh, okay. There he goes.
Look how it just goes to bed.
He just lays down, mask on.
Well, no, he like goes and gets a room.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Yes.
the arc wherein you
Excitement
that
awaits.
has been on the back burner since the very beginning of this
Ye-
campaign.
Yes. Finally, we'll
It's
resolve it.
complete.
Maybe. I
Hell
hope so.
yeah.
I
Or
think
you
you
all
guys will.
die,
I hope
and
we
then
don't die.
Kasumi takes over as part of the coup.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And then I play my second character, Sada's long lost other twin, her triplet.
Farah.
Rada.
Honestly, if you guys all died, the campaign would probably just we'd probably just start another campaign.
Bad
Well,
end.
no, it would
Yeah.
shift over to Akio, who survived somehow, and now he must lead with his new outer haven.
The
Let's
All right.
bad
take
end
it.
of the campaign.
I gotta go because
Yeah.
I got stuff to take care of before I go to bed.
Yes.
Okay.